Hi everyone, I hope you're having a wonderful day today. So I wanted to start with asking you a question and leave your comments down below. Let me know what your thoughts are. What are your thoughts on, do you think it's possible to look a bunch of years younger, 6 years younger like the title says? Do you think it's possible to look that much younger without surgeries, Botox, fillers, lasers, peels, you name it? So me personally, I don't know if I really like the term looking younger, but there's a reason I shared that in my title. But for me personally, I don't really think looking younger is what my goal is. I am just trying to, look healthy, look the best I can, and like I always say, age gracefully. I don't really think that getting a bunch of surgeries, fillers, Botox, laser, all of that, I don't think it always makes someone look younger. I do think that sure, they might look more lifted, especially, people that get filler underneath their eyes. Obviously, I don't have it. That's why I have these hollows and then this little puffy sack right here. But I just don't want filler anywhere on my face. I'm just a little chicken. I've never had surgeries, anything like that. I know some people have accused me of having facelifts. They said, we can see the scars in your eyelids. It's like, no, these are hooded eyes. What you're seeing is the line of that slight droopiness hanging. Clearly, if I had hooded eye surgery, I have a crappy surgeon, but I've never had any surgeries anywhere on my body except for my neck. I had a spinal surgery. It's kind of bright. I'm not using any special lighting. I'm just using natural sunlight. But I had neck surgery, so they tried to make the line just look like a long neck wrinkle. I do get Botox, not for cosmetic reasons. Years ago, I used to get, this like frown line. It was like a 1. You can still see it on me. It's like a 1 in there, not really an 11. I used to get that done. Golly, it's been 6, 7 years, maybe 10, about 7 years, I think, maybe since I've had that done. But I do get Botox, not, obviously I don't have it in my crow's feet or anywhere else on my face. I have migraines. I talk about this all the time. But if you're new to my channel, you're probably like, why is her forehead so smooth for an almost 50-year-old? So what they do with migraine Botox, they do 35 injections. Most of them go on the sides of my head. They go in the back of my head. They go down the back of my neck, some in my shoulders. But they put like 3 or 4 right here. I don't really know why. That's why when I first get it done, this part will kind of be paralyzed and it just pushes down. And of course it does kind of help that, wrinkle right here. But there's no Botox out here, so I'm able to lift my eyebrows, pretty high, but this part will stay down. That's why if you ever see me fresh after getting my migraine Botox, sometimes I'm like, hi everyone, how are you today? And it looks like I'm super excited and it's just what the Botox is doing. But anyways, so even with the Botox, I do think that, like I said, it kind of helps make the wrinkles not look as noticeable. And I think people that get, filler here to fill this little hollowing that I have, it makes them, I look tired right now, which I am tired, but it makes them look less tired. So sure, someone can have a facelift and filler and all of that, and maybe their skin will look more pulled and smoothed out, but they might still have texture. They might look very dehydrated. Their skin texture, might still look kind of leathery. They might have the pigmentation like I have on their face. So a lot of those procedures aren't going to get rid of that. They're not going to completely fix the health of the skin. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with cosmetic procedures like surgeries, lasers, fillers, Botox. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. You can have all the money in the world and get lasers, fillers, Botox, and all of that. But if you don't have a good diet, a good skincare routine, a good lifestyle, and you're just not using good skincare products, then I really don't think tons of money on procedures is going to make a difference in your skin. If you're looking at my background and you're wondering like, where the heck is she? That does not look like her normal background. If you follow me on Instagram, you will already know, but I am in South America and we're just staying in a rental over here. So this is, none of my decorations. I am literally just sitting in front of a huge window. Actually, the entire wall in front of me is a window, so you might see me squinting every now and then. I didn't bring any studio lighting, anything like that. I just brought my camera and my tripod, and I brought 3 suitcases full of skincare products. We're here 3 months, by the way, and so I needed to make sure I had all of my ride or die skincare products, but I also still wanted to do YouTube videos and share products that I'm testing. So before I left, I bought a ton of new skincare, and I bought a bunch of new makeup so I could test a bunch of new makeup while I was here as well. The skincare over here is really, really expensive, and they don't have the selection that we have in the USA. And so I have talked about this on my Instagram with you guys, and some of you had said, well, can you share what your ride or die products are? What are your absolute must-haves that you brought with you. In this video, since we're talking about that claim of how to look 6 years younger without any surgery, Botox, fillers, and all of that, I wanted to share with you what skincare products, just 3 skincare products that are my all-time favorite ride or die products that absolutely come with me no matter where I go. And this is an actual skincare routine that I do very, very often. I'm not gonna say that these are budget-friendly products, but I do have really good discount codes and some free gifts that they're offering with these products. This isn't sponsored. Most of you know, if you've watched my channel long enough, I do not do sponsored videos. I never will, but I do have affiliate codes, meaning I get a referral commission if you ever use my links and my codes. But you know, you don't have to, no pressure. Feel free to purchase them wherever you like to buy your skincare if that's something you're interested in doing. A lot of times I share budget-friendly products, but maybe the routine is like, you know, 5 or 10 steps. And if I add up all of those products, you know, maybe it's really not as affordable as I'm thinking it is. For my skin, even if I spend a little bit more, but I turn it into just a super quick 3-step routine, to me, it's a little more cost-effective that way because of the results that I'm gonna get versus me buying, you know, 20 different affordable products and then not seeing the results as quickly. Let's just get started. As you can tell, I've done nothing to my face, obviously nothing to my hair today. I did brush my teeth, but I'm gonna start with cleansing my face. This is the product I'm gonna use. This is by the brand Is Clinical. This is their cleansing complex. This is my all-time favorite, #1 holy grail face cleanser ever. This is a product I never, ever leave home without. And I'm gonna tell you how you can actually get this cleanser for free, but just keep watching and I'll get to that part here in a minute. But I wanted to share with you why this cleanser is so amazing. Now, just to let you know, I don't think that we need to spend a ton of money on a cleanser to cleanse our skin if we're just cleansing our skin. Other cleansers I love are by CeraVe. I've used their foaming face wash for, golly, 10, 15 years, and it's just been a favorite for just a basic cleanser. But this to me is not just a basic cleanser, and this is why it is my #1 all-time favorite holy grail cleanser. It's not just a face cleanser, but it's like 3 products in one for me. So this is also like a face mask, and it also works as kind of like a toner and an exfoliant. This has some really mild exfoliating ingredients in it, and if I were to just put it on my face and then, you know, rinse it off within 10 seconds, I'm really not gonna see the benefits of it. And that's one reason why I always think, you know, we don't really need to spend a ton of money on our face cleansers if we're just rinsing it off super quickly. That's why this cleanser just blows every other cleanser out of the water, because it cleanses my face, it tones my skin, it makes my pores look smaller. But what I love, especially if you use retinols or Retin-A, it has some mild exfoliating properties in it that when I leave this on my skin, kind of like a face mask, so I'll just wash my face, which I'm gonna go do here in a second. I leave it on for 5-10 minutes, and then when I rinse it off, it looks as if I've done 3 or 4 steps already because my skin is already glowing, my pores look tighter, and any little flakies from retinol or Retin-A use, they just have magically washed away because this gently takes it off. And when I use a cleanser like this, since it helps to gently resurface my skin, I notice that the next product that I use, it helps it to penetrate even better. I'm just gonna go cleanse my face with this with my fingers. I don't even need to use a special device. And then I'm gonna leave it on for about 5 or 10 minutes, rinse it off, and then I'll come right back. I have rinsed this cleanser off and I've left my skin damp. It's starting to dry now as I'm talking. My pores are tighter. My skin's not squeaky clean and tight feeling. It still feels hydrated. But look at this glow that this cleanser gives to my skin. That is why it is my all-time favorite ride or die holy grail cleanser, because it's not just a cleanser, it's like 3 or 4 different products in one. Step number 2 is the most amazing product that the company claims will make your skin look 6 years younger in 12 weeks, and that is my Skin Medica TNS Essential Serum. I have now been using this for about 2 years, and I'm 49 years old now, so if you are in your 20s or 30s, just skip, because this is really not a product I think you need when you're that young. This is a growth factor serum, and our skin naturally has growth factors in it. Using a growth factor serum like this will help regenerate the skin cells. That's why I say if you're a lot younger than I am, I don't really think that this is something you need in your skin, because you might not really see the benefits of it. But for me, when I started using this around 46, 47 years of age, within 2 weeks, not 12 weeks for me, within 2 weeks, I happened to walk by a mirror and I looked and I saw that my skin was super smooth. I didn't have any texture. And I had been using my prescription strength Retin-A, my vitamin C, all of that for, golly, 20 years. And while I love my retinols, my Retin-A, and all of those products, those do a little bit different things for my skin than what this does. This product for me has made such a significant difference in firming, but specifically texture on my skin. Now, I never really had bad texture, but when I started using this after a couple weeks, it's almost as if my skin looked like it was more lifted and tighter, and my skin was just so smooth that I visibly can see a difference in my skin and the way my skin feels when I use this product. And the reason I absolutely love using this product, and especially when I'm trying to do a fast routine that doesn't have to layer 20, 30, 40 different products, is because this one product has it all in it. So as you can see, it's got a pump with 2 holes on it, because one side of it has a bunch of the antioxidants and peptides, and then the other side has their patented growth factor in it. This product has my all-time favorite form of vitamin C in it, the tetrahexyl decyl ascorbate vitamin C. It's the non-irritating kind that I love for my skin, but it's loaded with peptides. It has alpha-arbutin, it has CoQ10 in it. It has a ton of beautiful antioxidants that are really beneficial for the skin that normally I would probably use 3 and 4 different serums to layer to achieve what I would get with this. So not only does this side of this bottle have a ton of beautiful antioxidants and peptides and anti-aging or aging gracefully ingredients in it, but then I have the patented growth factors on this side that's going to help rejuvenate my skin cells. We naturally have growth factors in our skin, and of course as we age, you know, those growth factors aren't as great as they are when we're in our 20s. But have you seen those PRP facials, those vampire facials that people get? And what they're doing is they're basically using their own growth factors to put that back into their skin to help rejuvenate it. And that's what I'm able to do with this product, because this side of it has the growth factors in it. Now, if you already have your most favorite vitamin C serum, peptide serum, hydrating serum, and all of those serums, they do sell one that just has the growth factor side on it. So maybe that's something that you might like instead of this. But I like this because it's just everything all in one, and I don't have to layer a ton of different products. So I usually just take about, I'd say, half a pump of this, and I do try to apply this to damp skin so that this way, you know, it spreads a lot easier and it absorbs even quicker. And anything left over, I will bring it down my neck and chest. So this is the growth factor that I have been using now for a little over 2 years, and I just get the most amazing results with it. They have a brand new one that's been out for a little while that is their advanced formula of this that has more growth factors. The new one is also fragrance free. This one does have some fragrance in it, but it's so low at the bottom of the ingredients list and it has never bothered me. And the newest one also doesn't have that form of vitamin C that I love, but it has a ton of other beautiful antioxidants in it. A lot of people like the newest one even better than this. I have not tried the newest one yet because I just feel like, you know, if it's not broke, why fix it? Because I get such amazing anti-aging or aging gracefully results when I use this. If you've tried the newest one, I know some of you have, leave your comments down below. Let me know. Do you think this one's better, or do you think the newest one gives better results? I have read some reviews and some people swore by this and said they'll never change, and then other people tried the newest one and they were just blown away at the results. If you decide to invest in this product, which yes, I do think that this is an investment for this product. Unfortunately, there are no dupes that I have found that dermatologists will recommend, because you know, you do have to be careful with some of these types of products, especially if it's a growth factor, because you want to make sure that, you know, what you're using is safe to put on the skin. You know, growth factors aren't cheap, and if you find one that's really cheap, I would be very, very cautious of using it, but if you decide to, I would not put it on your skin until you ask your dermatologist or an oncologist first. But this one is recommended by a ton of different dermatologists. Not to mention, you can't just buy this anywhere. There are only a few authorized retailers of this product. So I reached out to Leah, the owner of Skin Beautiful RX, and I told her I wanted to film a video since people had asked me what are my top products, my favorites that I brought with me. And I told her what the products were that I wanted to share for this video. So she was so gracious, since this pretty much never goes on sale. It's very difficult to ever get this on sale, but she is able to offer a 10% off discount code. I'm gonna link that down below. But what she is offering through my discount code, you get this free. So you get this 10% off, and she's going to give you this for free. Not a little sample size, but the full size of my all-time favorite cleanser. So Thank you very much, Leah, for offering that. I'm going to link that sale information down below and the discount code that you need to use to be able to buy this at 10% off and to get this completely free. I don't want to spend this kind of money on these products and invest in my skin, but then completely skip my sunscreen. Think about it. If your skin is trying to rejuvenate those cells and you've got those new fresh cells, or you've exfoliated with a beautiful cleanser that does it all, and now you've got that fresh baby new skin, if you're not protecting it from pollution and UV rays and just everything that we're exposed to every day, you're totally wasting your money. So sunscreen is the most important step of this routine. I have shared this sunscreen in a few different videos, and Leah also carries this at Skin Beautiful RX. You can get this sunscreen 20% off. But I also wanted to share my other favorite sunscreen. This is by the brand SkinMedica. You can get this 10% off, but I wanted to show this one because this one is my foundation, my sunscreen, my primer, all in one, because this is a medium foundation coverage, but it's an SPF 50 sunscreen, all mineral, all in one, and it also acts as a moisturizer for my skin. And then this one by SkinMedica, I thought I would show you this one also. This is my husband's all-time favorite, but I stole this one and I don't want to give it to him, so I'm making him use other ones that I don't really like because he's not really into sunscreen the way I am. He loves this one because it's tinted, it looks beautiful on the skin, and it's really easy to rub in. I'm gonna put my SkinMedica tinted on one side and I'll put my Color Science on the other, just so you can see the difference. This is one that I keep in my purse. I have like a travel size of it, and I just put this right over top of my makeup throughout the day. This one looks like skin, but it doesn't give you the coverage that I get with this one, but since it's tinted, it does give me a hint of coverage. But I want to show you the difference on each side of my face, just so you can see the difference in the tint of this versus this. So this one by Color Science, this just comes out white, but it's going to change colors and become a foundation shade on my face. I'm using the shade medium today, and so normally I would do about 3 finger lengths for my whole face, but I'm just gonna do 1 for now since I'm just doing half of my face. So when it comes out, it just looks like a white zinc oxide ghostly color, but look at how as I rub this in, it starts to turn into a foundation shade. Now, usually I'll mix this medium shade with a little bit of the tan shade because sometimes the medium is a little too light for me, but do you see the difference? Look at that. It looks like I have put foundation on. This is hydrating, this is moisturizing, this has a bunch of beautiful ingredients, and of course, most importantly, the mineral SPF 50. But look at how I'm able, I mean, you don't even need concealer. This just gives such a beautiful coverage. I can definitely get a full medium coverage, and it does a great job covering up my pigmentation. So you can see my melasma here. You can still see some of it peeking through here, but do you see that? What a difference in coverage. And then down my neck and my chest, I only bring a little bit of this down my neck because I don't want to get it on, my robe or on my clothes. And then I'll just use whatever sunscreen down my neck and chest, but I always make sure I get my neck and chest. And then I'm going to show you what my SkinMedica sunscreen looks like on this side of my face. It just gives me a super light tint. I'll do two full pumps. So it's got like this nice tint color to it, and it gives me kind of like a sheer to light foundation coverage. But see, let me make sure this is in focus. But see how this kind of lightly blurs my melasma? Let's put some here. And when this dries down, it is beautiful. It just looks like skin. That's why my husband loves it, because he's not into skincare. He's definitely not into sunscreen. I have to get on his case. And so when he uses something, he is not going to take the time to sit there and rub in a sunscreen. And when I give him chemical sunscreens, he complains that his eyes are burning because I make him put it all over his eyes. But when he uses this sunscreen, he absolutely loves it. And he'll even put 5 or 6 pumps on because it just blends in so beautifully. It doesn't look like he has on makeup, or doesn't look like he has on a chalky sunscreen, and it just always gives him such a beautiful glow to his skin. But then when you touch it, it just feels like skin. It's such a perfect sunscreen. Let me just zoom in some so you can see. I probably didn't blend any of it that great, but at least you can get an idea. So you can still see the hyperpigmentation. I always have it around here, the melasma, but you know, it still just looks like my skin. And then this side, you can see that it does give a lot more coverage, and you can still see some of the pigmentation there. I could use a little concealer on that spot, but there's the difference. So you can see the pigmentation a little bit versus here, this side. You can even see the line going straight down, the way they dry down. So you can see that this side does have a bit more coverage than this side. So it's really just your personal preference, what you like for your skin. And that's it, just 3 products, that's it. It's as if I used 10 or 15 different products though. If you are looking for that skincare routine that is super duper inexpensive and a little more budget friendly, I'm going to link some other videos down below that you might enjoy watching. And if you're looking for a super fast and easy and actually pretty affordable makeup routine, I just filmed a 5-minute makeup routine if you're trying to rush out the door but you still want to look fully put together if you like to wear makeup. I'm going to pop that video up here if you're interested in checking that video out. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate each and every one of you, and I hope you have a wonderful day.